Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another theme park obsession video. My name is Dylan and thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. Today I'm back at Knott's Berry Farm because Knott's just released some more information on the Fiesta Village project and a bunch of other things. So how about you and I dive right in. And just like that, we're back at the friendliest place in the West, Knott's Berry Farm. Let's head through Ghost Town to start our day and work our way around the park. Here at the front of the park, I've always wondered if they'll ever turn the water feature back on. A long time ago, I remember this would have water cascade down from the barrel and you could jump in the center here and you can still see the water nozzles at the top. Yeah, I wonder if they'll ever turn that back on. I know they use this space for a massive photo op. Like right now they have the giant beach chair out right now. And then during Scary Farm, they have like a big festive display, and same with the holidays. So maybe that's why they don't turn it on, because it's just there's always something here. But that would be cool, especially during the summer, because it's just so hot. Really nice in Ghost Town right now. Crowds aren't too crazy for a Friday. Yeah, this is really nice and such a lovely day today. Before you know it, the fog will be rolling into Calico and will transform Ghost Town into something a little bit more sinister. And what's really cool is Knott's just announced an all-new maze for Knott's Scary Farm 2022, and that's called Bloodline 1842. It is an all-new interactive vampire maze. So for a few years ago, you guys remember the maze that they had here, the special ops maze. It was like a zombie shooting game maze. Well, that idea is coming back, but this time it's gonna be vampire, so that'll be really exciting. Whoa, whoa, easy there, easy there. I've always loved this cute little shooting gallery. It's not very big, it's pretty intimate and tiny, and I love that about this. There's so many interactive things you can shoot at. You can still celebrate Founders Day here in Ghost Town because Ghost Town Alive runs now through September 5th, so you still have plenty of time left to enjoy all of the Ghost Town Alive festivities. I always love to check up on the post office because they always have the Calico Gazette, the latest edition here at the front. It says the treasure map has been found. It's awesome. Over here in Indian Trails, I just wanted to point out this beautiful totem pole. Like, isn't this just amazing how this is all carved and pieced together? I mean, it's really something spectacular. I'm so happy that they have stuff like this in the park because you can really just appreciate the art that just went into this. And there's these ones as well. These ones were recently painted, which is really cool. I love the red, it pops. It really does make you turn and notice, again, how beautiful this was all done. I was really happy to see in my last Knott's Berry Farm video in the comment section that some of you visited the park for the very first time and discovered how charming and lovely it actually is. And I love hearing that and seeing that from people that have never been to Knott's and they only go to Disney. And I always tell people, like, hey, it's right down the street. If you have an extra day, come to Knott's, especially on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. It's just so nice here. And the weather lately has been really gorgeous. And there's plenty to do at the park. And you know what's great is that even though there's no water here, our friend can still pan for gold and be successful. I mean, he hasn't gotten any gold, but it looks like he got a few pennies, nickels, and dimes. Yeah, I am loving the low crowds. It's such a big difference, like when you go to Disney and Disney's just like always packed, and you come here on some days and it's not as bad as that. This is very relaxing. I don't feel stressed out or anything about the crowds. It was pretty busy at Universal Studios the other day too, so this is nice. This is really nice. You know what would be kind of neat over here in the boardwalk? If they had like a little water agitator to kind of make little tiny waves. Obviously they can't do anything big because then the water would be splashing all over the place, but it'd be nice to just have some movement here. Oh, there goes Hang Time. Running 2 trains today, and there's really not that long of a wait, so that's nice. Always love to see that. Folks are enjoying Wipeout today, and my best friend and I used to ride this thing all the time. Caleb, if you're watching, shout out to you, buddy, because I remember you and I used to ride this all the time, and we'd ride it like over and over again. I don't know if I could do it anymore. I don't know if my body could handle it. My body, on the other hand, can handle Accelerator, but unfortunately it is still closed. Let's make our way into Fiesta Village because this is where all the action is happening at the park lately. Just the other day, Knott's released a bunch of information on what... Oh, Supreme Scream, I was talking. Excuse you. But anyways, Knott's just released a bunch of information on what Fiesta Village is all gonna look like, and they released some concept art, and it is going to look beautiful. They are redoing everything, nearly everything in the land. Out with the old and in with the new, and I'm so happy that Knott is recognizing that, hey, you know, we should go around the park and continue our journey of plussing things up that have been here for a while. This area will be completely redone. The stage area will still be there, but they're gonna add some new planters and more trees in the area, plenty of places to sit so you can enjoy your snacks or whatever you have. And this all right here is gonna be rethemed as well. The main focus of this project seems to be beautification. I mean, this area of the park is not bad looking at all. It's just been looking kind of the same for a very, very long time, ever since I was little. So the fact that they're going in here and beautifying the area, adding more trees and flowers and redoing some bits of the concrete with some beautiful design patterns is really welcome, and it's, I think, a really great thing to see. In this area, the new beautification design continues. They're gonna redo the fountain, they're repainting the Revolution attraction, and they're also adding some greenery and flowers, and also some really, it looks like in the concept art, some beautiful tile mosaic patterns throughout. And then over here by the carousel and the cantina location, we're gonna see some very significant changes. All of this right here will have new shaded structures, beautiful places to sit, some new planters with beautiful trees and flowers. This will all be receiving a paint job. There really hasn't been that much shade in this area, and they've had to resort to putting umbrellas like that. But now, when this is all complete, there'll be a nice, beautiful section here that's in the shade, underneath some beautiful flowers. And again, more places for people to sit and enjoy a meal, because they have these food locations here, but there's really not too many places to sit. So that is going to be very nice. And what's really fantastic about all these additions coming to Fiesta Village is that Knott is not going slow on this project. They are finishing all of this stuff for next year, for 2023. It'll all be done. So that's great. I love when a park announces something and they just get it done. Montezuma's Revenge will be launching into 2023 as well, but what's very unique, and what they also announced just the other day, is that Montezuma's Revenge is not only getting a new name, but it's going to have a randomized launch sequence. So an all new launch sequence, and you never know how you're gonna start the ride off. You're either gonna take off going that way towards the vertical loop, or you might take off this way going up that spike behind the trees there. So that is really cool. It changes it up. It increases the re-rideability tremendously. And this is gonna be very, very fun to watch play out over the next few months as they continue to evolve this space, because they also showed concept art for the entryway, which is gonna be brand new. Unfortunately, our little snake friend is going to be going to the graveyard here, but that's okay. Maybe our little snake friend will come back in a cameo, you never know. But the new entrance looks gorgeous. There's a beautiful like new rock structure here, and then of course they're gonna be sprucing up all the station area as well. And for those wondering, the new name for this attraction is Montezuma, the Forbidden Fortress. So yeah, super cool. Cannot wait for 2023. It's shaping up to be a wonderful year in the theme park industry. What I love about all these new additions coming to Knott's Berry Farm, and just in the past and in the future, is that Knott's Berry Farm knows that they don't need to be in competition with anybody but themselves, and that's such a great position to be in. They don't need to focus on Universal Studios or Disneyland, SeaWorld, or Six Flags. They're focused on creating the best possible experience they can here at Knott's, and they don't need to worry about building this incredibly immersive ride that's going to cost them billions of dollars. Like, no, they want to focus on building what they think is the right move for their own park. They don't focus on anybody else, and I just love that about Knott's Berry Farm, because I feel like it results in just an overall great product for the consumer like us. So that's why I love coming here. I love all the new additions. I look forward to them, and I think Fiesta Village is a perfect example of, you know, they're not adding anything insanely big or it's this huge budget thing. It's just something that is going to be welcome, and it makes the park that much more beautiful and that much more charming. And I think those are the pieces that really fit nicely in this big puzzle. gonna keep saying this until the day I die, but Knott's Berry Farm, you need to make one of these for the adults. Wanted to come up towards the balloon race because we can get a really nice view of the work happening at Montezuma's Revenge, or the former Montezuma's Revenge, because yeah, you can see that they've taken out the vertical loop. They're starting to work on some bits of track, and then we know that the track pieces over towards the spike near the end there are being worked on as well. But you can see they've removed the cable and the flywheel that were at this attraction before, and those pieces would help launch the train into the vertical loop. Again, a very iconic roller coaster for sure. They don't make these rides anymore, and there's a good reason why, because they're just so hard to maintain. And I could understand why Knott's wanted to switch things up a bit and go with a new launch system, because yeah, I mean, I'm sure the maintenance bill on this thing was just astronomical, so it makes sense. But yeah, really good views of what they're working on right now. Oh, there goes Jaguar. Yeah, they've also dug out all of this stuff down here as well, so I'd be curious to see how all that shapes up here in the next few months. You know what actually would be really nice? Maybe something the park can consider down the road, but my imagination is running wild here. And I think a good way to help block out the outside world, because this has always been this weird jarring moment, because Camp Snoopy is such a tranquil land and you walk through it and there's so many beautiful spots. But when you get over here to the Fiesta Village transition, you see the outside world and it does kind of ruin the illusion. But what would be kind of cool is they should build some sort of tall rock structure, kind of like a cave-like structure, since we are in some sort of Sierra mountain range area. And yeah, that would be a really easy way to block out some of this outside world. Obviously, they have to keep like some of this open for access and emergency exit and entry, and for emergency vehicles, but like a cool like rock sculpture might be really interesting here. Very similar to what we've seen over at Disneyland, going from Fantasyland into Frontierland. When you walk around that trail, the Big Thunder Trail, they have this like overhang of rocks that's really nice, and they could do something like that here. I feel like it would fit in with this land beautifully. And one more thing before we head out, the Knott's Hotel will be receiving a major renovation as well. The transformation will include the conference facilities, the common areas, an outdoor banquet area, and of course, all of the hotel rooms. Each hotel room will be receiving a renovation. And no, the hotel will not be closing. They're going to be doing things in phases, so you can still stay at the Knott's Berry Farm Hotel. I've stayed here before, and it's actually quite nice, especially knowing that you can just get out of the hotel and walk right into the theme park, or Soak City, if Soak City is open during your stay across the street. So this is going to be a welcome addition. I'm so happy that the Cedar Fair company has decided to throw some money into the hotel as well as the theme park for the 2023 season. Well, that's gonna do it for today's video from Knott's Berry Farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. And if you're new to the channel and you love these updates from Knott's Berry Farm or a bunch of other theme parks and you're new, consider subscribing, because I have brand new videos every single week and you won't want to miss out on those. Huge shout out to everyone that loves and supports everything I do here on the channel. And also, if you want even more, you can head over to my Instagram account. I'll leave that link down below in the description. I'm glad Knott's continues to improve on an already amazing theme park, and I cannot wait to see the finished product next year for Fiesta Village, and of course the hotel. It's gonna be really fun to see the transformation over the next few months. But until the next visit to Knott's Berry Farm, I hope you have a beautiful day, morning, evening, whatever it is. And I'll see you next time in the parks. Bye.